Hi and welcome back to the channel. I'm going to start by apologizing for the delay in reacting to the Liverpool versus Man City match yesterday. But I unfortunately had a power outage a few minutes just before halftime yesterday. So those who live in South Africa know how long our power outages can last for, So, the power outage hit, a few minutes before halftime. So that meant that I couldn't even watch the second half. So I didn't want to do a match reaction without having watched the second half. So I had to wait till this morning to be able to watch the whole second half so that I could give you guys a proper analysis. So in future there might be delays in certain videos, especially match reactions if power cut happens while watching the game or if load shedding itself happens, because that's something that happens on a regular here in South Africa. But yeah, anyways, let's get to the game, shall we? Yeah, so full time the game ended. Liverpool 1, Manchester City 1 at Anfield. And if I'm being honest, I watched that game, and especially in the second half, Liverpool dominated Man City, and they really dominated them. How Liverpool didn't win that game is just it was something else. But to be honest with you, I thought Liverpool were the much better side yesterday. I've never seen a team literally suffocate Man City like that for quite some time. I think the last time I saw that was Arsenal when they beat them. It was earlier this season. But it's quite rare that you see Man City get dominated by anyone, whether it's a club in the top six or just top six in the league, or just any club in the league. But basically yesterday Liverpool were just all over them, like the pressing. My God, like City were literally on the back foot. Liverpool, it was just wave after wave after wave after wave. Liverpool attacks, what's this guy's name? Luis Diaz. What a player! What a player! He gets the ball. He just kept on skipping past Walker, dribbling him. He was a very good player. But unfortunately for Diaz, when it came to putting the ball into the back of the net, it does not seem to be like his strongest suit. So yeah, he kept on missing. I remember watching the game this today, and I watched the second half, but I also watched the highlight of the whole game. Seeing the chances that Luis Diaz missed, I was just thinking to myself, prime Sadio Mane, that Mane from 2017 to 2020, prime Sadio Mane at least leaves that game with at least a brace. Like, don't get me wrong, Diaz was very good. He was very good. It's just like I said, he just couldn't finish his chances, But yeah, on another day he could have easily scored the goals and Liverpool could have won the game. Even Pep said it in his post-match interview that he genuinely was relieved after the game ended. He just felt like Liverpool were just coming onto them wave after wave after wave. And yeah, like I said, Liverpool were the better side and they should have won. I know that City had a few chances. Of course, they scored a very beautiful goal. That smart. I even saw Pep celebrating the first goal for City when De Bruyne took that quick take corner and John Stones put it into the back of the net. It was funny because it was sort of like your trademark Trent Alexander-Arnold quick take corner, which helped Liverpool score the fourth goal against Barca a few years ago when Origi hit the header. If you know, you know. But anyways, yeah, man, my thoughts were Liverpool were the much better side yesterday. Erling Haaland, another big game that is ghosted. The guy was just literally, he had one shot all game. One shot. I'm not saying he's not a good player, don't get me wrong. He's a world-class striker, but for me, the way I would describe Erling Haaland, I would describe him as a world-class finisher, a world-class goal scorer. Not necessarily a world-class player, but his finishing ability, second to none. No one can finish the ball like him. Not even Harry Kane. But when it comes to his overall performance, if Haaland is not scoring goals, basically what I'm trying to say is he offers you nothing. He offers you very little. Of course, I'd love to have him in my club. Don't get me wrong, world-class striker. But he seems to go missing in these big games. And to be fair, since he came back from his injury, he hasn't looked like the typical Haaland that we all know and love. Well, he plays for City, so I don't really like him, but I appreciate him. But I remember seeing him, I think it was about 2-3 weeks ago against Chelsea. He had chance after chance after chance, and he just kept on missing all the sitters, you know. He could have easily left the Chelsea game with a hat-trick, but he just kept on missing. And then I remember seeing him, I think it's last week, when City came to Old Trafford against us. Or we were at the Etihad. I can't remember, but we played the Manchester derby. We played, I think it was at the Etihad. It doesn't matter. He just kept on. He was a ghost. He wasn't in the game, to be honest with you. But then again, of course, he got the goal because of stupid Casemiro putting a stupid pass to Amrabat. We couldn't control it, and before you know it, he scored the goal. But if we're being honest, he's been poor the last few games that he came back. The only game that he actually did well was on the game when he scored 5 goals in the FA Cup. I think it was against Brentford. I'm not sure. But anyway, that's the only game he seemed like the normal Haaland. But yeah, he was knocked out the game yesterday by Virgil van Dijk. I mean, this guy, man. This guy. I've tried to hate, you know, when a Liverpool player, I'm a United fan, there's no team I hate more than Liverpool. Like, literally, I hate everything and everyone about Liverpool. But I'm fair enough to give props to a player when they do well. You know, I've tried to deny this whole Van Dijk thing, but man, this guy is just something else, man. Like, the way he just marshaled Haaland out the game yesterday. Haaland was missing, yes, but don't get it wrong. Virgil van Dijk had a big part to play in that. Like, he knocked him out the game. Even the chance which Haaland not scores but shoots, the one shot that Haaland actually had in the entire game. It's a one-on-one against it's Haaland with the ball going one-on-one, basically City on the counter. It's Haaland one-on-one with Van Dijk, but Van Dijk just jockeys him to try and get the other defenders to come back, instead of just, because if Van Dijk tries to step forward, Haaland could just knock the ball past him and just run past him, because we all know Haaland is a freak of nature and he's very quick, and if he goes one-on-one he's going to score. So Van Dijk does the smart thing, just jockeys him, and eventually Haaland is forced to shoot because the Liverpool defenders are getting back, and the shot wasn't even that great from Haaland. Sort of scuffed it, so it made it an easier save for Kelleher than it should have been. But I gotta give props to Virgil van Dijk. I thought, for me, he just looked like he's a man mountain. This guy, he's huge, he's physical. He rarely gets dribbled past. He wins headers both in his team's box and in the opposition's box. He's just a threat, you know. He's a very, very good defender. And I have to give a massive shout out to him. I don't like to do it. He's a Liverpool player, as I said. But he was very good yesterday. Very dominant, very strong, very physical. You know, there's a time whereby I think Foden was towards the end of the game, Foden was trying to run with the ball, and Van Dijk just trying to hit Liverpool on the counter. Van Dijk just comes out of nowhere, flies in, and he just gets a clean tackle, clean folds Foden out. I'm just like, this guy, man, he's so good. He's so good. But yeah, enough of waxing lyrical about Liverpool players. But also, before I forget, that chance at the end, not the chance, but the I know he hit the post. Yeah, Jeremy Doku, he hit the post. And I think it was around the 84th minute, 83rd minute, somewhere there. That could have easily won the game for City, but it didn't. And then you also have the chance from Darwin a few minutes prior on the other side, where he basically just had to tap it in, but he hit it straight against Kelleher. But anyway, the point I was trying to make about Jeremy Doku was that that chance in the box, look, I've said it, I hate Liverpool. I really hate Liverpool. And if I'm being honest, I feel like more often than not, they do get refereeing decisions from the officials. You know, the refs just give them penalties when they shouldn't give them. Like, soft penalties they usually get, you know, soft free kicks they get. You know, if you score a goal against Liverpool, I feel like it's a bit more scrutinized by VAR to try and see if there's anything to stop the goal from counting, rather. But yesterday, that challenge by Doku on who was it? Was it Foden? Was it not Foden? It's his teammate. Was it? I can't remember who kicked. If it's McAllister or who, but basically Doku kicks this guy in the box, right in the ribs, and VAR looks at it. Like, they actually check it out, but they say no foul. Like, he literally made contact in the box. He kicks him. If that penalty, I mean, let's be honest, if that penalty is given, Liverpool are scoring, and it's a win for Liverpool. And basically, that game was basically a 6-pointer. Then the gap between Liverpool and City is much wider than it is now, if the penalty was given yesterday. So I felt like Liverpool were robbed there. And then, of course, the last goal, I think it was Foden. I think it was Foden. He scored. And then, of course, the last goal, I think it was Foden. He scored. And then, of course, the last goal, I think it was Foden. He scored. And then, of course, the last goal, I think it was Foden. He scored. And then, of course, the last goal, I think it was Foden. He scored. And then, of course, the last goal, I think it was Foden. He scored. And then, of course, the last goal, I think it was Foden. He scored. And then, of course, the last goal, I think it was Foden. He scored. And then, of course, the last goal, I think it was Foden. He scored. And then, of course, the last goal, I think it was Foden. He scored. And then, of course, the last goal, I think it was Foden. He scored. And then, of course, the last goal, I think it was Foden. He scored. And then, of course, the last goal Overall, given the balance of play, I still think Liverpool should have won, regardless of whether or not they were given the penalty. They were the better side. Even Pep came out and admitted it. And I think anyone who watched the game could have seen that just Liverpool were all over Man City. Even Man City fans, to be fair to them, most that I know have come out and said that Liverpool were the better side. So, yeah, man. I mean, look, also that atmosphere at Anfield, man, that's just something else, man. Like, that stadium, there's just something about Anfield. It's like the players are a bit shook, when they go there, they're nervous. They don't play the same way that they always play. That Liverpool crowd gets behind their team and they press you and they hound you, and it's just not many players can basically survive the type of atmosphere. So that's why I think we've seen most players go to Anfield and crumble, or rather not play as good as they usually do. But yesterday's performance from Liverpool was very, very special. And if you ask me, I genuinely don't think Liverpool are going to lose any other game at Anfield this season. I mean, Klopp has basically told the Anfield crowd that he's leaving at the end of the season, which I think was a genius move from him to announce it very early on, because that helps galvanize everybody together, the team, the players, the coaching staff, everybody. And that boost of the Liverpool faithful knowing that Klopp is leaving, the players, everybody, the supporters, they're all going to want to win the league title for him. Hence, I feel like at the end of this season, I can only see one team winning this Premier League title, and I don't want to see it happen, because if Liverpool win it, they basically equal our league tally of 20 league titles. I don't want to see that happen, so I'd rather Arsenal win it. I also don't want to see Man City win it, because if Man City win it, they do the four-peat. We've only done a three-peat twice, but yeah, if Man City win it, it's another record that they're breaking, so I don't want City to win it. I definitely don't want Liverpool to win it, so if push comes to shove, I'd rather have Arsenal win it. I don't like Arsenal. Their fans are annoying as hell, but I'd rather they win it than Liverpool or City win it, But yeah, man, basically yesterday Liverpool was just something else. They didn't win the game, so Pep will be happy with that, and so will the Man City fans. But I genuinely think, like I was saying, Liverpool are not going to lose a single game at Old Trafford. Sorry, at Anfield for the rest of the season. I don't see it happening, honestly. I personally don't see it happening, and I also have this sick feeling to my stomach that Liverpool might win the league title, because I've checked their fixtures, and comparing Liverpool, City and Arsenal's fixtures, Liverpool have got the easiest run. I think they only have two big six sides left, and that's United and Spurs. We all know they're gonna beat United. They always beat us. In fact, they always embarrass us. I hope that we beat them, but I don't think we will, even though it's at Old Trafford. But I think Liverpool are going to win the league titles, honestly. I genuinely think they will. That atmosphere at Anfield, the whole point of Klopp leaving at the end of the season, I think that's going to galvanize them, and it's going to get them over the edge, and they're going to win him another league title, which will be sickening for us Man United fans. But unfortunately, that's where we are at the moment. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the game. So yeah, you guys let me know what you thought on the comments. And for those who haven't subscribed already to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. And for those who have already subscribed, please click on the notification button. That way you get notifications whenever I post a video or whether I go live, So yeah, let's grow the channel. Subscribe to the channel, share the videos, like the videos, and like I always say, show me some love in the comment section. So yeah, I'm out.